Once again, Biafra agitator, talking of Nnamdi Kanu, appear before Justice Binta Nyako. And if you cannot forget, if you don't forget, so many times it has been a very funny issue between Mercy Nnamdi Kanu and Binta Nyako. So many times Nnamdi Kanu, as even as Binta Nyako, that he should just answer from his own case. Even request for the transfer of his own case to Southeast. There are so many illegal tussle in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. A Supreme Court have once said, clear him that they should not prosecute him, that extraditing him from Kenya was illegal, was done illegally, and there is no chance for Nigeria government legally to prosecute Mercy Nnamdi Kanu. But you know, we are in a country where they are practicing, the more you look, the less you see. We are talking about a country that has bad history about woman fear. Woman rights. Human rights. Nigeria, where is the trace of human rights in the history of Nigeria justice? So many times justice have been perfected. We are talking about a judiciary where a court will give a verdict in a particular state, then from another state, from the same judiciary, a contrary verdict will be issued on the same issue. We are talking about a judiciary system where somebody that came forth in an election became winner all of a sudden, and even the man later came out and give thanks to somebody that helped him to manipulate the judiciary. That's the history of judiciary. We are talking about the judiciary that somebody, a legal practitioner in Nigeria, has come out and write a book and title it the corrupt judiciary system of Nigeria. Is that kind of a judiciary you want to be discussing here? I saw it how Nnamdi Kanu was furious in the court of law today and make some move. I was laughing that this man called Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know. I thought you have known a country they call Nigeria. You yourself, you tag Nigeria as a zoo. Then who live in a zoo if not animal? Then they are proving what you call them, that Nigeria is a zoo, and in the zoo, in the jungle, anything happen. The strongest one kill the weak one. That's what happened. Lion is hungry. He saw the weak warthog Kazongo. He will just go ahead. If it is a zebra, he saw, he could overpower that one. He kill it and eat it. That's what happened in Nigeria. So I was watching him being furious in the court, telling the whole world that Nigeria don't know the law that they make. Do you know when a student has bad handwriting, if he writes or he has bad handwriting, at the same time he didn't know spelling, he now writes something, you come and ask him to read what he writes. You know there will be problem. When they want to do their mago. Honestly speaking, they will not know law. That is Nigeria for you. They will not know the law that they wrote by themselves. They will write. They are the one that make that law. But when they see that law was want to go against them, they know how to perfect it. Make like Messi is dribbling and he want to score. Go and read Nigeria. The history of Nigeria justice. Have you ever heard a situation in this country where some people, even that time there was nothing like Supreme Court in Nigeria at that time. They went to UK to go and collect a particular judgment, but before they go to Nigeria, they have make amendment to what is on ground. It's like somebody want to score a penalty, then they change the goalposts. That is the best way to describe Nigeria judiciary system. And let me tell you, do you know uh, this man, Nelson Mandela, 27 years of Nelson Mandela in the prison that time. Do you think he didn't go to court? They see the law, they know what the law is saying, but they're ready to follow it until the whole world, rise up and fight for Nelson Mandela. That was when he's released. So that's why I'm surprising that Masin Kanu, people that he has known, he still keep on arguing with them. Now, you see what happened today. Binta Nyako now gave judgment that he adjourned the case indefinitely. What is the meaning of that? Nnamdi Kanu will go back to detention. That's the meaning of what they are saying. What Nnamdi Kanu is saying, honestly speaking, they are genuine. He said a Supreme Court has given order that prosecuting him in this country is illegal, that they cannot prosecute him because the way they brought him into this country, it was illegal. They didn't follow the due process, and based on that, there's no any a judgment. After judgment, there's no judgment. After Supreme Court judgment, there shouldn't be any judgment. That's the normal thing. But you are in Nigeria, a place you yourself, Nnamdi Kanu, you call it zoo, where animal reign is supreme. So since everybody have known that we are in Nigeria, when you are in Rome, you behave like a Roman. That's why we call on everybody, stand up and started asking for your release, not based on legal. We know that legal, if you want to go through it, you cannot win. If you win, they will turn it to something else. People have known. That's why people are coming out that, okay, if you cannot release him legally, let's use clemency. Okay, use clemency, pardon this man, let him go. It's not the first time people have been pardoned. Even member of Boko Haram, majority of them are arrested and they were pardoned. This man, Wadumen, he was a kidnapper, he was arrested and pardoned. If not God that saved Sunday Igboho, so if to say they met him in that house, Sunday Igboho, will have become history. You know what Sunday Igboho faced in Benin Republic. If not for the Yoruba, that rise up for the release of Sunday Igboho from Federal Republic of Benin Republic. Even when he came back to bury his mother, he couldn't stay long. In one of his recent interview, I'm talking about Sunday Igboho, he said, after you have succeeded in chasing me away from my father's land. Do you think Sunday Igboho is somebody that like to go and be stayed outside the country? Sunday Igboho is like a king in Nigeria. No king will prefer to go and stay outside. If not that some people are after Sunday Igboho, he will have come to Nigeria. He has a lot of things to do in Nigeria. He will enjoy. He's a typical Nigeria, typical Yoruba, original Omoko, that he will like to enjoy himself in Nigeria. But see what happened to him. I dare him to come back to Nigeria and continue that his activism. If they will not hand him up at the DSS cell. He was just given a window opportunity to bury his mother, and he himself know. In fact, before he could even do that one, he started supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That it's not Tinubu that caused trouble, it is Buhari. And immediately do his mother's burial. He went back. Has he been able to come back again? No. Let me tell you, Yoruba will say, that thing, if Nnamdi Kanu was beating his chest in the court of law that what he's doing is right. It is right to fight, for his own people. I agree. But sometimes where your right ends is where some people rights started. And in asking for your right, sometimes you may be trampling upon some other people's right. And in a situation where we don't have a good government, where darkness reigns supreme, if you want to be called for some right or you want to be claiming some right, your head may go up for it. So that's why before your head go. That's why everybody is calling for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At least release the man. If he cannot be released legally, please release him through clemency, and we move on. Remember, he who run from battle, run to fight for another day. That is the truth of the matter. Because legally, I don't see, there is no, in fact, Binta Nyako herself is a confused judge. She doesn't know what to do again. She doesn't know what to do again. So when we talk about legal, I mean, something in Nigeria, it's a confused statement. We have reached a deadlock, something. It's a bottleneck. So how can we go move on from this thing? It's just for us to beg. I mean, if it, I don't know the other word that I want to use to, if not beg, but because I saw it recently where maybe a day, I mean, maybe yesterday, sir, that Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, Nyako, was telling people that they should stop begging for release of Nnamdi Kanu or calling for clemency, that legally Nnamdi Kanu commit no sin, that it should be released based on legal issue that is on ground, that he has no case to answer. You have no case to answer, but they are still subjecting you to that cell. That is why all of us, we are worried, and we are calling for your release. Please, as people are making move for your release through clemency, please don't drag it back. Don't drag it back. You are trying to teach the whole Nigeria that they don't know law. Oh, I don't know. Any student that want to prove to the lecturer that he is so brilliant more than a particular lecturer, you may be in trouble. You may be in trouble, and the end may not be palatable. Look back, so many lives have been wasted. We are talking about a case that Igbo race lose almost 3 million souls upon, and you think it's a joke. My brother, it is well. Until I come on your way next time to discuss some other issue, please remain blessed, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Newsflow TV 247, like my program, share, and if you subscribe, remain blessed. Thank you very much.